Ready? Uh, uh. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I chew, like a sneeze. Please for them trick and squeeze, I'm getting cream. Never let them get in between of what we started. Look, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages are foreign menaging. Sucking and swallowing anything for $1. They tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah. Lil' I'm on fire, icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey to rest in peace. Hey to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my then what you talking about? Gangsters moving.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave. It's Wednesday night. That means one thing and one thing only. It's Spotlight 39, live with my guy, Brandon Howard, the one and only man, the legend from the South. So, without further ado, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Support the brand. More importantly, support these kids, man. That's what it's all about. We got two fantastic special guest student athletes, class of 23 and a class of 25, both big names in the recruiting space, both already committed. So it's going to be some fun conversation. So let me bring on my guy, Brandon, man. How you feeling, sir? Actually, let me bring him on. That's my fault. We weren't set up, man. Now we're in crystal clear.
Vertical, right?
There you are.
Yeah. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Regardless, I'm doing all right. I got a new computer today, so...
Yeah, you did. Look at that camera quality.
Old one. No, I did. This is just my phone because I have to set up my computer. But then I also got like the little ring light that you discussed. So there's a lot of big things going on. I'm gonna end up switching it back. But it's been a productive week to say the least.
Nah, man, that's super cool, man. So let's just play catch up for a minute or two. We delayed last week's show. This week, we got two great guests. So recap, what does the football world look like for you, man? Because you've had some busy things happening. You actually got to see one of our guests in person, not too long ago. So what does your football life look like over the last week and a half?
It was pretty solid. Definitely a good weekend of football on Saturday, and then just me knowing what I need to know. Just preparing for a busy weekend in Tuscaloosa. I think Alabama will host anywhere between 100 to 200 recruits. So that'll definitely be a lot of follow-ups, a lot of reach out. So that's kind of what my life will be like from tonight until like next Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
But as far as games are concerned, there's a chance I'll do South Lake Carroll or Keller, or potentially Waxahachie and Duncanville. But I know for sure tomorrow night I'm doing Garland and Naaman Forest.
All
So
right.
busy time, especially as Alabama kind of transitions into that SEC slate.
Yeah, man. So that's gonna be good stuff. Good stuff. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going this weekend, man. I don't know if I'm hitting Virginia Beach, going to see Oscar Smith, Virginia's powerhouse, right? But I also thought about going to catching St. Francis at their first home game this year in Baltimore. I just got a feeling those guys might put up 70 plus. So I don't know if that's a game that I want to drive 2.5, 3 hours to go witness. But I do have that IMG scheduled, locked and loaded. So I'll get to see him here soon anyway. But
Yep.
Let's not delay, man. Let's bring on guest number one. He's in the green room. He's excited. He's ready to go. Let me see if I can pull up the right screen. There he is, man. It's Mr. Braxton. How you feeling?
What's up? I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Look, man, we can't call it. So you already know my guy Brandon, right? That's your guy. So for
Yeah,
me,
my
man, I want
boy.
to I want to know who you are. So go ahead, just formally introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you're from, graduating class, position, where you're committed, height, weight. I don't care. Whatever you want us to know about yourself.
All right. I'm Braxton Myers, 2023 DB out of Capel High School. Right now I'm committed to Ole Miss. This past Thursday I committed there, verbally committed there. And yeah.
All right. Short, sweet, man. So class of 23, highly ranked, highly recruited DB, going to Ole Miss, man, as of 4 days ago. 4 days ago.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So look, let's start with the recruiting, man, because normally I like to start with the off season, go into the recruiting, then go into the season. But look, I want to know about the recruiting process. So Brandon, man, take it away. Walk me through this young man's recruiting process. Let's learn a little bit about that and why Ole Miss, and then I want to talk about some goals for the season and how your season's stacking up with those goals. All right.
And definitely, and I'll be able to provide you kind of a snapshot of how it all came together. We put together a 5 minute video last week after Braxton had already basically committed. So it'll be something maybe you can share with the audience out there. But, big thing for me is, you being able to share your story, right? So, for those out there who don't know, how did it all come together? You originally committed to USC. How did you end up flipping to Ole Miss? And I casually did notice right now I'm committed right
I
now.
too noticed the verbal committed right now to Ole Miss, but yeah, man, why go from USC commitment to Lane Kiffin down there in Ole Miss?
I would say really just like when I was committed to USC, the Ole Miss coaching staff, they really just kept pushing for me, which I knew they were going to just to get me down there. I would say also like my relationship with Coach Carter. He's been recruiting me ever since he was at Arkansas back in my freshman year. I would also say I have a lot of family down in Mississippi, which is where my dad's from. So that's another like big part. Um, so it all started with Ole Miss July 29th when I went on my unofficial visit. I previously went to Ole Miss in April, but like I didn't really get to see too much because it was raining and I just saw like a practice. So I didn't really like do that much. So then when I went down there for their Juice Fest barbecue, um, I really enjoyed myself with all the commits there, all the players that are already on the team, and yeah, really just enjoyed myself. I got to get closer to like Coach Lane Kiffin, because it was my second time ever meeting him. We really connected. Well, we had a longer time to connect.
Hey,
Than the first.
real quick, man, with Coach Kiffin, is
Mhm.
he is swagged out in person as he is on social media? Because he's probably one
Oh
of the
yeah,
flyest head coaches in the game, in my opinion.
yeah. You should see his office. Like he has all his shoes laid out. Um, like this weekend, you know the new helmets they had, the road trees.
Oh, hold on, yeah, we can pull those up. We got those available right here.
Yeah, yeah, right there. So he on my first visit to Ole Miss, he showed me those back in April and asked me what I think of them, and they're icy. So like they finally pulled them out for the first home SEC game. So yeah,
How convenient,
so
man.
yeah, I've been there
You
about
blessed them
those.
with the commitment, 4 days ago, and then they're like, oh yeah, we gonna come out with the ice that my man liked, right?
Yeah,
All right, we'll
yes
take that.
sir.
So what else
But
you
yeah,
got for him,
also
Brandon?
just
Oh, go ahead.
oh, just go ahead. Oh, so yeah, basically just like reconnecting with all the coaches there. So then I like really like came to thought to notice that like Ole Miss might be the place with me. So the whole month of August, like I was just thinking about my decision, and then I finally felt like I wanted to be at Ole Miss, so I decided to decommit. And then I waited out like how long? I waited out a whole month just so like I wouldn't have like no media attention on me or anything. Cause like
Hold on. So when we decommitted, we knew where we were going, right? Even though
yes
the
sir,
recruitment was back open, we knew where we were going.
yes sir. I knew where I was
All right.
going. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm. So yeah, really, right when well, actually, so first when I came back on from the visit, on July 29th, I was already crystal balled to go to Ole Miss. I don't know where that came from, but I was already crystal balled. And then, cause I remember I did like one interview, and then they automatically crystal balled me there. So then, yeah, I was crystal ball before I even decommitted, and
That's
then I
crazy.
decommitted. Everyone just started blowing up my phone. So then I turned off all my social media, and then I just like let it play. And then people like finally started like laying off me and things like that. So then I like a month later I committed to Ole Miss. So yeah.
That's a roller coaster, right?
Yeah.
Man, so what does that look like in your space, Brandon? Like, how does that roller coaster play into a a sports analyst writer like yourself?
It was weird. I actually called him the day before he committed, and I said it's funny. I like because we were gonna work on a collaboration for Instagram, and I said it's funny how everyone knows where you're going. So let's just go ahead and work on this collaboration. Uh, but I mean, at the end of the day, he told me a couple of things off record as to kind of how it all came together. So it's just exciting to see him, who I've known for going on a year now, but that's probably a boost. But going on a year now, just to see him go from where he was to where he is today. But one thing for me, Braxton, is maybe sharing with the people out there something about you that they don't know about you off the football field. So maybe like a hobby, something that you enjoy, or maybe something about your family background.
Um, yeah, really, what I enjoy to do, like, off the field, just, like, being at home, hang out with my friends, playing video games, like, as you know, Brandon, like, I'm a goofy guy, like, I be, like, chilling, like, everybody on the football field think I'm, like, very, like, serious, locked in, but that's, like, I'm a totally different person off the field. Um, I would also say, my favorite food, I like, mild wings from Wingstop.
You said
Um,
Wingstop.
what else do I like?
Basic. Cool.
Yeah, the mild wings from Wingstop.
All right, look, man. If that's the case,
Um,
what food are you looking forward to when you get to the sip? Because man, look, their food's different down there.
um, I know it's the South Side food. What am I looking forward
You have
to? Probably just I don't know. My grandma's food good down there, so probably her food
All
because
right,
I haven't
take
had it in
take
a long
grandma cooking.
time. Yeah,
hey,
so
well,
probably
just
her
tell her
food. Anything.
whenever next time you go. You feel me?
All right.
Make wherever you go too. Just tell me where you going. I'll pull up too.
All right, bet.
That's funny, man. So look, man, let's kind of let's be respectful of your time, man, because you're a student athlete, right? I'm sure you got some homework or something, man. You ain't just playing football for life. So let's do
Yeah.
this, man. Let's quickly jump into the season. Let us know some of the goals that you've set for yourself, and then more importantly, how those goals are coming to surface. How are they playing out right now with the season?
So first off, like I set a team goal. I want to make playoffs. Last year we didn't make playoffs. We went 4-6. We got a new head coach. We've had a great season so far, but lost our first game last week to Louisville. So yeah, just really put our head down and grind and showing people like who we are, and we're not just like no scrubs on the field. So hopefully we bounce back this week and become 5-1. But yeah, that's the main goal, making the playoffs. Personal goals. I said as usual. I want to beat my freshman year. I want to have 8 picks this year. I had 7 freshman year.
All right.
Um,
So where are we standing right now? How many we got?
we got 3 right now.
And how many games we
Y'all
got left?
How many games? What is it?
We got to see if the numbers are lining up, man.
We have 5
five,
more games.
All
Yeah, we
right.
got
including
5.
play.
Yeah. If we make playoffs, yeah.
All
So yeah.
right.
So I want to have 8. That's the one goal. Also, another goal for me is being first team All State. What was it? Freshman year and sophomore year, I was second team All State. So I want to become first team All State. Last year I wasn't at anything All State because we didn't make the playoffs or anything. Um, Another goal for me is really just like getting my speed up because I know like some people in the media think like I'm slow and things like that. So that I just keep working on my speed and things like that.
Think you're slow?
I'm not slow at all.
I was about
I
to
don't
say,
know why people think I'm
I mean,
slow.
you look at the highlights, man. I mean, unless somebody's speeding it up, I don't think that's slow.
It's called the
Yeah.
new light. Okay,
Yeah,
everyone's
and just
allowed.
like another thing is just like showing, like also just like showing people that I'm a true corner, not like a box safety. So that's another thing.
All
Just
right.
showing my corner skills.
I
So
think that
yeah,
was
those
shots
are the
fired, Brandon.
I don't know at
yeah,
who, but probably at somebody.
yeah,
All
those are
right.
the main ones. Just cause like everyone knows I can hit, but I just want to show my cover skills. Showing what my trainer um showed me how to do. So yeah, just like moving my hips better and things like that, staying low and like yeah, shutting down wide receivers. So yeah.
All right. So what else you got for him, Brandon? Or we ready to let him close this thing out and show some love to the supporters that he's got?
Yeah, I think it'd be big for him just to give a shout out to the people who have helped you get here, and ultimately who've helped you, who played a part in your recruitment.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to shout out Clay Max Skills. I've been training with him since sixth grade, turning me into a DB from a running back. I also want to give a big thanks to Coach Brooks, Coach Moss, Coach Bill from True Buzz, just getting me out there to the media with my recruitment. I also want to give a thanks to Coach Teague, my old head coach at John Paul. Also, Coach Brooks, my old DB coach at John Paul, for really guiding me my freshman year and giving me the chance to show what I have as a freshman on varsity. I also want to give a thanks to Coach Conte, my DB coach now, for still pushing me to who I am and keep my head down and still grind and show I'm the best DB in the nation. Also want to give a big thanks to Coach DeWitt, my old head coach at Capel, really bringing me in um, to 6A football and really just being bullish on my talents, being letting me be very versatile on the field. Also, want to give a big thanks to Coach Wiley for coming in March and creating a different animal out of me, which I never really had. Just in the off season and throughout summer workouts, really being really building my strength, yeah, and things like that. So yeah,
All right, so a lot of supporters, a lot of love, right? So shout out
Yep.
to everybody
yeah,
that's helped you along your journey, man. The journey, is coming to an end in one sense, but it's just beginning in another, right? So you get to close out
yeah,
your high school career, and then lead off at for now, verbally Ole Miss. But
yes,
look, man, stay safe, stay healthy. Best of luck to you. Keep grinding. Let's stay in contact so we can, run this thing back throughout your career, man. Best of luck to you.
yes,
All right.
sir. All right, you
Yep.
too. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. So that was guest number one, right? But wait, we don't
Yep.
stop there. We got guest number two in the green room. So let me cue him up. Let me that way he's ready to go, and I'm not off cue on him. Let's bring him on without further ado, man. This is an Ohio State commit, class of 25, man. Mr. Jontae, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good deal, man. So look, I'm not sure if you're familiar with my guy Brandon, but go ahead, formally introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you're from, position, graduating class, where you're committed to, and whatever else you want us to know.
My name is Jontae Gilbert, class 2025 DB. Go to Frederick Douglass High School in Atlanta, Georgia. Cornerback,
All
Ohio
right,
State commit.
Ohio State cornerback. So look, man, we got a nice DB show tonight, Brandon. But
Something
this is
like
go
that.
this could be a fun conversation, right? So committed to Ohio State, right? So the Buckeyes, great program, committed early on, man. Class of 25. When we did the rankings, man, correct me if I'm wrong. What, top 10, right? Number 7, something like
Yes,
that.
on three. Yes, number 8 on 3.
Okay, so one of the nation's top ranked young men, and already committed so early. So go ahead, Brandon. Just dig into the recruitment. I want to know this journey. I want to know why Ohio State so early, and what else we got planned. All right.
Well, foremost, we are going to have to connect offline because I know where you'll be this weekend, and it ain't Ohio State.
That was pretty.
Uh,
That was a strategic addition, Brandon.
just had to throw that out there. Don't be a stranger after we get off this phone. Uh, but yeah, so how did it all come together? Obviously, I was thinking about today, and I said Ohio State was a good move strategically, and if you liked Ohio State, how did you end up committing there so early?
I want to say Coach Walton and Coach Ilano and Coach Patrick played a big role in that. They came to the school a couple times about me, but I really didn't think they was gonna offer me this early. They came to the school back to back weeks for me, so that was good. That was good.
What do you think about? I've had a chance to talk to some other 2025 DBs, so I'm like, my mind's blown that I've run across you. I've met a lot of them, and y'all are really, really talented. What do you have to say about the other 2025s in the state of Georgia, position just across the board, and then some of the other DBs in the state? Because you have a strong group of talent this year. I mean,
25
but,
special.
Yeah, yeah. 2025 DBs, yeah, the best DBs. I feel like we got the best DBs in class 2025 this year. Dylan Lewis, at Milton right now, and you have Shamar from Centennial, best DBs. And you got Jalen Bell from Grayson. So I feel like we got the best DBs in Georgia right now. 2025.
and then what about some of the other guys across the state? That some of the other guys that you'll be recruiting to Ohio State, or maybe that place that you'll be visiting this weekend. What do you think about some of the other players across the state?
Lately I've been talking to Emery from Calhoun about Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
He was thinking he loved it. He loved, Coach Day was all in on him when he had offered him when he had first come to the camp. So yeah, he was all in.
How do you see yourself fitting into Ohio State right now? So obviously they've developed a lot of guys. They put a ton of talent in the NFL. What stood out to you about Ohio State to commit so early?
What stood out about me is the defense they run. I mean the DBs they have in NFL right now that they produce good DBs in the NFL.
And then why are you visiting Tuscaloosa this weekend? Elephant in the room.
No pun intended.
Coach T. Rod had came to the school. Coach T. Rod came to the school. The DB coach he had came to the school to see me. I want to say September 23rd, a game we had played at Friday. He was called my head coach. He called my head coach. Then he came to school later on that day. Talked to me. Wanted me to come up for a visit. Maybe offer me.
If if
So
if if that if that comes across the table, would that change things for you at all, or you a Buckeye until you die?
we'll see for these next 2 years. But for right now, I'm on Buckeye for right now. Buckeye for right now.
There we go. Look, man, he's young enough to know what he wants, but he's smart enough to keep an open mind. So that's awesome, man. So let's talk about the season. Like normally we dig into the off season, but we're already halfway through this fall. So let's talk about this, man. How's the first half going for you? What are some goals that you got in place, and how are those goals playing out for you?
This season way better than last year. Last year we went 1-9. That wasn't a good season, but this year we're doing better. Some wins we could have had. We lost by this much by a touchdown. Feel like we could have did better on. But this year we produced way better, defensively and offensively.
Okay. So what are some personal goals that you've got set, for this year?
Personal goals. One of them was lead Georgia in interceptions right now. Next was first team All Region, and after that made All State, first team All State.
Okay.
Those aren't
What'd you say, Brandon?
those aren't too bad goals as far as goals are concerned. You're
No.
all you're a top player, top 10 player in the country. That's for sure.
So we'll have some fun, man. It's going to be small, but I'll play your film, while we finish out this conversation, man. So what is something that you could share with the viewers that they probably don't know about who you are outside of the game of football, man? So obviously you're a freshman, so what are you, probably 14, 15 years old right now? What is it that you enjoy outside of the game, man?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't do nothing but chill at home, go to training. That's all I do. Watch movies all day.
All right,
What
so
movie?
look, man, we gonna peel back the onion, Brandon. What's the movie right now?
Yeah.
What's the go-to movie right now that we're watching?
Yeah.
Go to right now. It's Halloween ends right now.
Oh, all right.
So what else
He
watching then?
well, he
Now,
kept it. He kept it with the fall theme, right? You got to go with the finale of Halloween. I ain't mad at you,
nah,
right? After
nah.
like 30 years, it's got to end at some point. What
What
else you
else are
got
you
for him?
watching? Halloween ends. You got something else in the bag.
At Hotel Transylvania. Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah,
Some
Halloween.
slight, some slight.
All right, so look, man, maybe he's an October young man. I ain't mad at it. Look, I'm gonna throw out a suggestion. I watched it with the family the other night. The Munsters, the Munsters from like the 50s, 60s, or whatever it was. They remade it on Netflix. It's kind of funny. It's worth a watch, man. So if you like the Halloween stuff,
Heard of it.
especially kid friendly, that's a good one to put your eyes on, man. So look, let's close this thing out. We're gonna be respectful of your time as well, because you still probably got a handful of homework to do, man. So let's close it out with
Yep.
allowing you to take this opportunity and just show some love to those that show you love and support you throughout this process, man. Because taking you to camps, taking to Ohio State, right? Because you've been there. That ain't cheap coming from Georgia. So show some love to those that support you along your journey, man.
I want to shout out to my mom. She do everything she can for me. My aunt, my dad, my grandma, my high school coaches, especially Coach Pritchard. For exposing me to all these different coaches. Coach Corey, Coach Uzi, especially my defensive coordinator right now, Coach Watley. Letting me start my freshman year, believe in me, all that. Yeah,
All right. So a lot of love, a lot of supporters, man. I think that support group's only going to continue to grow as you continue to grow. So stay safe,
yes, sir.
stay healthy, man. Keep grinding, keep doing what you do. We'll stay in contact, man. I think you're only going to get bigger, stronger, faster, and that's scary for a lot of dudes out there. So keep being you, keep doing what you do. All right.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you.
Always respond
Okay.
to Twitter because you never know when you'll get them. Like maybe tonight or something. I
All
don't know.
Okay.
right. Have a good night, my man. Appreciate you.
Night.
You got
Perfect, man. So look, another fun show wrapped up. Spotlight 39 live. Two different, dudes playing the same position. Freshman, senior, well, sophomore, I guess, not freshman. I keep calling him freshman. He's a sophomore, plus a senior. It was a good conversation, man. I think we learned a lot about both young men, both what they represent, why they chose what they chose, and there's always that open door until pen goes to paper, right? You'd have muted yourself.
Yep. Yeah, I think. But
All right, try the audio one more time, man. You unmuted yourself, but you broke up. So try it one more time. All right, so we're still having some audio difficulties on your end, but nonetheless, we're gonna close this thing out. We'll be back next Wednesday night with another round of guests. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check us out on social media. Follow my guy Brandon. Look, man, we're only getting started. We're scratching the surface. Spotlight39.com. Make sure you check out the website. Till then, man, we're gonna close this thing out with 39 Hearts, the nonprofit foundation for the reason why we do what we do here. It's why Spotlight 39 exists. Every strong athlete needs a strong heart. You see it. We turned it pink. We support Pinktober. We appreciate y'all.